root cause of all sin is selfishness. Let me paint a picture here of a tree. Get the picture of this tree. This tree is called sin. Okay? And the roots, you dig up and examine the roots are selfishness. Selfishness. From those roots come this massive tree that through the years becomes a solid tree full of sin, with all the bad fruit it brings out of bad words and bad actions and bad thoughts and bad attitudes and all types of things. Now, how do you get rid of it? I told you first, you got to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, but that doesn't solve the problem, because that only deals with what has already been done. But are you going to keep on doing it forever? See, we have two problems. One is the past and one is the future. In the past, we've already made so many mistakes and we need forgiveness. But we also need help for the future, that we're not going to wet the bed again. We're not going to keep on doing this thing forever and ever. And for that, the Bible says Jesus came to lay the axe to the root. You read that in Matthew chapter 3. Jesus came to lay the axe to the root. In the Old Testament, Moses came with a pair of scissors and just cut off all the bad fruit. Looks a nice tree now without all the bad fruit. That's what the law did. Okay, don't commit murder, don't commit adultery, and don't steal, and don't bear false witness, and cut off all the fruit. But the root is still there, and again it comes out, and you've got to keep going around with your scissors all the time. And they went around with those scissors called the law for 1500 years, and it never solved the problem, because the root was still there. And then John the Baptist came in Matthew chapter 3, and he said, now Jesus has come with not a scissors, he's come with an axe. And he's going to lay the axe to the root of self-centered selfishness in your life. And then you'll find this problem of bad fruit is solved. Do you know that that's what Jesus has come to do? He's come to deal with this self-centered, selfish life. Now, when you were single, you could handle this self-centered life because, you know how it is when you're a single person. Supposing you're working, you're fellowshipping with somebody, and that fellow is a problem. You can leave him and go and find somebody else. And then if you had a tough day in the world, and everybody's causing problem for you, you can go back to your room at night, and at last you're alone. But now you're married, and when you go back to your room at night, there's somebody else there whom you can't escape from. And she is also a selfish person, just like you. And here are two selfish people now trying to live together in the same home. And can you imagine the problems? Unless the Lord comes and does something about this.